it's Nisha here, or Grad Med Gal, and today I thought I'd do a little bit of a different video in which I introduce you to my culture and my background. So I'm Goan, and that's a little southwestern state of India on the coast, and at Christmas time we make loads of different sweets. So we've got things like bibinka, milk toffee, coconut ice, nuris, valinas, nankatais and corkles. And that's what we're going to be making today, and there are other sweets, but those are just to name a few. And normally I'd go to my grandma's house and I'd help her making her a lot of sweets, but unfortunately that didn't happen this year because of coronavirus. But I'm super happy I still got to make some at home, so I thought I'd just share that with you, because there is more to life than medicine, and this has definitely been the highlight of my Christmas holidays, making and eating the sweets. So I hope you enjoy this video, and yeah, without further ado, here we go.
So in this bowl we have our dried ingredients, which are flour, caster sugar and semolina, and you can choose fine or coarse semolina depending on your preferred level of crunch. And then to that we're going to be adding in some beaten up eggs and some creamed coconut dissolved in warm water. So you add all your eggs in, and then with the creamed coconut water you're going to be adding that as and when you need to achieve the right consistency of dough. So you start kneading that all together, and this is my mum doing that. And yeah, you just have to kind of go on the feel and the look of the dough. It's still really dry at this point, you can see, but yeah, you just keep kneading it to bring it all together. And then here's me making a mess as per usual. We ended up having to add quite a bit more coconut cream water mixture in than we anticipated. We also added a bit of ghee, and that was quite hard to do one-handed, just so you know. And we added in the ghee to add more softness to the dough and a little bit of flavour. And this is just kind of, again, eyeballing it. But yeah, you keep kneading and eventually it will come together into a dough. And then you just knead it a little bit more, and then we're going to leave that to rest for a bit. So we're just going to cover that in cling film and tuck it in. Rest well, little corkle dough. We'll see you soon. Next I'm going to show you how we shape the corkles. So there's lots of different shapes you can make, but I like making shell shapes. So you roll it quite thinly, and then you're going to cut squares out of it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to grab opposite corners and pinch them together, and it's not as complicated as it sounds, as you'll see in a sec. But yeah, you just fold them on top of each other and pinch and twist, and you want to pinch quite hard to make sure that it's not going to come undone when you're frying. Now, to be honest, this is not the best example of a shell, but it still looks quite pretty. So we're counting it as a success, okay? But yeah, like I said, there's other shapes you can make. So this is my mum making the other shape that we did, where she uses this tool to press the dough into, and it will create impressions on the back of the dough, and then you kind of pinch it shut, albeit with more force than we did here, I think. And here are our trays and trays of corkles, and we've covered them with damp J-cloths to make sure that they don't dry out before we fry them. Here I'm just checking the temperature of the oil with a chopstick, and you can see lots of bubbles coming off it, so it should be ready. So we fry our corkles in small batches and keep them moving and turning so they don't get too brown. And these are the fried corkles. Next we're going to be making a sugar syrup, and it's really simple. You just put sugar and water together and heat it up until the sugar dissolves. And you kind of swirl it around without stirring it because you don't want it to crystallise yet. And you keep going until it's all dissolved and these bubbles start appearing in the middle. But you don't want it to go amber or anything like that, but on reflection we probably could have left this a little bit longer. But anyway, next we did this in 2 batches, and you just shake the corkles until they're all coated, and then you want it to crystallise and go kind of frosty and matte. And our final product, our corkles, delicious, sweet, crisp bits of fried pastry.
Now for my favourite part, the eating. I love making and eating Goan sweets. Definitely one of my favourite bits of my culture is like doing the sweets at Christmas. We've made a few more aside from these corkles, and yeah, it's just fun and it tastes great. So I hope you enjoyed this little insight into my culture, insight into my life outside medicine, and to prove to everyone and myself that I'm not just doing work all the time. But I hope you have a lovely Christmas, a great new year, stay safe, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye!